Hey, welcome back to Cooking with Chef Puff. We bring you the good stuff. All right, today we're going to be making macaroni and cheese. But this macaroni and cheese is basically for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is on February 9th. Let's go Chiefs. So I'm done with the recipe. Trays and the other trays frozen. It's warm. All right, so without further ado, let's get to cooking. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go over the recipes, which is there are 10 ingredients for this fabulous baked macaroni and cheese, all right? We're going to take it over the top, all right? So, without further ado, let's get to the ingredients. Okay, first of all, I'm doubling up the recipe. I already told you already that, all right? So everything's doubled, all right? So what we have here, we have 2 boxes of macaroni elbows, all right? They're cooked, they're al dente, they're good to go, okay? Right here, I have 8 cups of milk, warm. You need the milk to be warm, okay? And the flour, I have 12 tablespoons of flour, okay? I also have 2 sticks of unsalted butter, okay? And I have 8 tablespoons of dry mustard, okay? And this I have salt. I have 4 teaspoons of salt, and I have 2 teaspoons of black pepper, okay? And this is Frank's Red Hot Sauce, okay? I have a total of 4 tablespoons of Frank Red Hot Sauce, and we have over here, we have mixed sharp cheddar cheese. We have white and yellow. All right, as you see, it's 2 containers here. This is for the mac and cheese itself, and this part is for the breadcrumbs. We're gonna mix that with the breadcrumbs for the topping, okay? And basically, that is it. So let's get to cooking. Okay, the first thing we're going to do now, we're going to add the 2 sticks of unsalted butter. Let's get those in the pot. Okay, when this butter is melted, then we're going to start adding the flour. And all we're making right now is a roux, and we're cooking the taste of the flour out. Okay, and then we follow by the rest of the ingredients. All right, so stay tuned. All right, now the butter has melted here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to turn it down a little. Medium. Now when I start adding, all we're doing right now is making a roux. All we mix, right? Quick, right? With all flour taste. Right? All right, should be good right about there. Stop. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add the milk. Remember, this is warm milk. A little at a time. See how I'm pouring it into the pot where I got the whole thing in the pot? because it always happens to spill out on me. All right. And just keep giving it a good mix. Good mix. Okay. See, now it's going to flow better now. Try to keep it in the pot. Now I'm going to turn it up now, because I want it to, like, you know, like somewhat boil. I'm sorry if I keep hitting the camera. Sorry about that. Now I'm just going to pour the remainder of the milk in. Get that out of the way. See, I like to keep clean, so I have to clean up later on. Now you're going to give this a nice stir. Nice stir. Now at this time, I'm going to start adding basically the rest of the ingredients. And basically your mac and cheese, basically damn near. Start off with the salt. Get it all out of there. All right. Now I'm gonna go with the pepper. Get it all in there. Now this is where you have to make sure it's mixed very well. All right. You want all that pepper to be incorporated into this mix here. All right. And this is, see how simple this is? This is simple. And if I can do it, you can do it. Make it your own. You can put anything you want to put into your mac and cheese. Whatever your heart desires. See, this is what I like to do. I like to give it a nice good stir. Nice good stir. Then backtrack on it. Nice and mixed up. Now I'm going to come with the dry mustard. Now dry mustard, it's kind of, you know, tricky because it might lump up. All right, and you don't want to be searching for lumpy dry mustard. But if you do it this way, no problem. All right, just keep mixing, keep mixing. And the last ingredient that I am going to put in here is going to be the Frank's Red Hot Sauce. You can put this on anything or in anything. Oh yeah, that's gonna set it over the top. Remember, this is for Super Bowl and for tonight. I think one tray should be sufficient enough for the guests. If you come back on February 9th, I will be doing another recipe with chicken wings done in 4 to 5 different ways for the Super Bowl. So I hope you check that video out because it's going to be pretty cool. All right. So what I'm going to let this do now, I'm going to let this come to a boil, then lower the temperature, and then what you call it, and then we're going to move on from there because I want it to like a custardy texture, all right, before we put the cheese in. All right. Then after the cheese, then you know what comes next. So be right back. All right, I want to give you a look at what I'm talking about when I'm talking about like a custard. See that? See how the movement is? And then on the back, take your spoon. That's what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. That line right there. See, it's not watering down. That's what you want. So I have turned the heat off now. And now what I'm going to do now, I am going to take it off the burner, move it over to here. And at the same time, I'm going to move you. Okay, get you in position here. That looks pretty good right there. Now, what I'm going to start doing now, I'm going to start adding my cheese. Start adding my cheese. Cheese is going to melt down real nice. This part you must take off the stove. Just start adding your cheese. I'm going to add about 3 helping handfuls. And then I'm going to start mixing. Get it nice and cooked, nice and melted in here. Basically, also, if you want to call it this, it's a cheese sauce. That's all it is. It's a cheese sauce. And you just get it to melt down. Nice and smooth. All right. So I'm going to finish adding this cheese in. And y'all guys stay with me because this is going to be some good eats. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start adding my elbows to the sauce now. Now, these elbows have been drained. They've been cooked, drained, al dente. So I'm going to start adding a little at a time because I want the noodles to incorporate the sauce on the inside of these elbows. They can just soak in. That's very hot. So I am going to do a little at a time. Get her nice and mixed up. There's no rhyme or reason here. Just get it folded or stir it in, either or. Because you want all this macaroni to get part of this cheese sauce. It's gonna get a little bit more thicker when I start adding more mac to it. More elbows to it. Oh yeah. Looking good. All right. I like to use disposable trays. When it's all said and done and gone, just throw it away. Just throw the tray away, the aluminum trays. Because mac and cheese in this house don't last very long. And I've been told that people have told me that they have never tasted mac and cheese like this. Because this mac and cheese is, it is off the chain, man. And it's very simple to make. You'll make your family happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right, so I'm going to finish mixing up these elbows into the sauce. And y'all guys stay with me. Okay, I got all the mac and cheese all mixed up there. Very lovely, very lovely. So what I'm going to do now, this is a secret of mine that I do. Maybe you do it too, I don't know. But I learned that, when the mac and cheese, I use a cooking spray. I spray down in the pan so none of the mac sticks when you bake it. Doesn't take much, but like I said, I'm doing 2 trays. All right, that tray out of the way. We don't need the spray no more. Yes, we do need the spray again. So now, but that's coming in very shortly. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my 1 cup of cheese. My 2 cups of cheese, shredded cheese. Get into this plastic baggie. I wish I had a bigger baggie, but I don't. Let's get it all in there. Come on, get in there. Bigger baggie would have been good. Okay, nobody get left behind. Now I'm going to take that 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Get this out of the way. Give it a zip and give it a mix. I want that breadcrumbs to incorporate with that cheese because this is going to be our crust on the top of our mac and cheese. If you don't want to do this step, you don't have to. It's optional. You can just bake it just as is, but just add a little bit more cheese on top. That's all you have to do. All right. That's about a good there. Now let's get the tray back here. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pour. Just going to pour. All right. Going to pour. Give it a little spread out here. All right, looking good, looking good. Professionally done. I say so myself. Nice spread out. Okay, let's set this one to the side. Let's bring the last one in the picture here. Now, we're going to scrape all this goodness out of this pan. Oh, yeah. Get all that sauce out of there. Now, this is a chef note. When you bake your baked macaroni and cheese, do not repeat. Do not cut into it as soon as it comes out. It's like stabbing a tire. And all the air comes down. What do you have? A flat tire. That's what you'll have with this. A flat tire. You don't want that. No, no, no. We do not want flat tires. You got to let it cool down and let it set up. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees. All right. And there goes the buzzer now. Wipe my hands here. All right. Now, all we have to do is just sprinkle. You can sprinkle as much as you want. Make sure you get all the sides. Nobody get left behind. Make sure you get all the middle. All the middle. All right. So, that's one down. Let's get the other one here. And here's the second one. All right, just get it all on there. You want to use it all. Breadcrumbs on this one here. It's going to make a beautiful crust. And that's what you want, a beautiful crust. All right. Now I'm going to bake this in the oven covered at 400 degrees for about a half an hour, 30 minutes. All right. So I will be back with the finishing touches. All right. I did mention that I'm going to cover these mac and cheese with aluminum foil, but before I even cover them, I'm going to spray the top of the aluminum foil with that cooking spray. So just let me get the right amount size here. That should be good. Turn it. Why I'm doing this? Because I don't want the cheese to stick to the aluminum foil. That's why I'm doing it. Then we just flip it back over and we seal. And we seal. Give it a nice tight seal. All right. And there we go. This puppy is going into the oven at 400 degrees. So y'all guys, be back when she's all done, hot and bubbly. All right, baked macaroni and cheese is done, but I got one more step. So remember when I sprayed that cooking spray on top of the foil? Well, this is what happens. It does not stick. She's nice and hot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna turn the boiler on. Turn the boiler. And what I want to do, I want to give this a nice, good crust. All right, so I'll be back in a few minutes when the top of this wonderful, beautiful baked macaroni is done. This is the easiest, the delicious baked macaroni you will ever make in your life. Follow the recipe, guaranteed you'll love it, and your friends and family will. So I'll be right back. All right, this macaroni cheese is done. I put it in for about maybe a minute or so. You have to watch it to get that nice crust on top. All right, so I can't cut into it. Remember, if you cut into it right now, what'll happen? Flat tire, and you don't want that to happen. All right, so if you like this video, give me thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell. Tell your friends and family about Cooking with Chef Puff. All right, and I'll see y'all guys on Super Bowl. All right, go Chiefs. All right. Bye.